one interesting aspect of this market, however, while the S&P 500 is up over 20%, it's down now, but it was up to as much as 25% for the year. The average stock is only up about 2%, similar to 1999, when the NASDAQ was up 80% and the average stock was barely up, and the average NASDAQ stock was down for the year. The average investor is only up about 5% with that same thing, with the S&P up 20%. So many investors are frustrated this year. And as we all know, investors often take the 1-year view of decision making, and they think whatever's happened in the last year will either continue to happen, or they will make decisions based on whatever happened in the last year. Although in the perspective of a long portfolio growth, 15, 20, 25 years, 1 year is not material, but yet we make decisions about our portfolio based on a 1 year. They call it a recency bias. We tend to believe what's happened is going to happen again. And so, yes, there are things that can be done to your portfolio if you're only up in the mid single digits or low double digits and underperforming the market. But your advisor should be talking to you about those suggestions and tinkering around the edges. There's different programs and different corporate credit programs and all kinds of different things where you can get a better return than 2 or 5%. But if they're not talking to you about that, then maybe you have the wrong advisor. What we find is many advisors in this market are not really practitioners of the markets. And when things get complicated, like they have this year, they don't really have good solutions. So if your advisor is not talking to you about what to do better, if you're underperforming, then you probably have the wrong advisor. So we would offer that. And that's one thing Four-Star prides itself on, is making sure that there's opportunities presented at all times, and that we're not sitting in stuff that's not working. So anyway, many investors will end the year underperforming, and maybe they outperformed last year. And so maybe for a 2-year period of time that they're in line with markets or something like that.